Hey everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel, and today I am super duper excited because I'll be doing my first listen / full on album review to Apink's 10th mini album titled Self. So what I can see here, we got 1, 2, 3 brand new B-sides, of course. We love to see it getting into the double digits already, as it is their 10th mini album, but the 5th track, as some may know, I Want You to Be Happy. It was dropped back in April of last year. I remember trying to hold myself together watching that special music video tied along to such a meaningful song. Honestly, that was so heartfelt. But the brand new B-sides we're covering, seeing familiar names, we love to see it. But I gotta say, D&D still in the rotation ever since they dropped it on April 5th. But also, I gotta say, I love the meaning into the song, how it's tied along to the music video, and how the members honestly just perform the song as a whole together. This particular song and release of D&D is probably gonna be one of my top favorite title tracks of this year in 2023, for real. Even though this year has been already crazy in terms of really good releases, Apink just honestly has a special place in my heart. They've been having a special place in my heart for quite some time, for a very long time. But hey, enough talk. Let's just dive into this album review now. Alright, so the first song here is titled Withcha. I'm seeing familiar names, some of them out of the bunch. The bunch I'm gonna have to familiarize myself with after, but I'm seeing Lee Eun-ha from 153 Jumbas on the lyrics for this. We love to see it. 153 Jumbas is an incredible collective that I've been talking across many of my album reviews and has taken part of many of our favorite songs out there. And then on the composing side, we got Ryan Uschan. We don't need to talk about him much because I've said it in the past before, good reasons why, but I'm gonna bring it up here and let's just dive into it. Ooh, I like the piano here to the whistling. Okay, kicking off with Hayoung here for verse 1. Ooh. Yeah, all in all, quite a playful start to the song. Quite cool, strumming of the guitar in the back. Oh, that bass. Oh, right away with the chorus. That hi-hat work is keeping a steady pace. Very easy to listen to too. Verse 2. Okay, Charang. And every time when Eunji comes through in this particular song, I love her moments. I really love the lyrics in this song too, though. Like, most importantly, the lyrics are very fitting for the overall vibe and mood of the song. Nisai. Some vocal sampling in the back there. Oh, the percussion work is so well done too. I gotta say, the tambourine and some sort of rattling moments. Withcha, new site. It's quite catchy, quite admittedly. Can totally listen to this song on like a nice sunny day. Hey. Ooh, I love the bright brass work, like the trumpets in the mix. Oh, what a quite a quirky yet cute song in itself, I've got to say, Withcha. It's quite a way to kick off the album, although it's not necessarily the first track that kicks it off. Of course, it's immediately right after D&D, and I think that's nice to take it back a bit in terms of the tempo and the pacing and all. Give us a really chillax song, quite catchy with it. Not necessarily earwormy, but the melody is very subtle, beautiful, yet memorable, and easy to sing along to, yet catchy, right? And all in all, really beautiful, cute, and sweet song. Withcha, sorry. And I feel like with more listens, I think it's gonna grow on me even more, like in terms of how I like the song. You know what I'm saying? I like it now. I think I'm gonna love it even more with more listens. You know what I'm trying to say? So let me actually bring it back here from the beginning, and we're gonna point out and try to identify certain instrumentations and elements. Let me try to do that now. Yeah, just the piano here, the light piano work and the whistling. I love how Hayoung really captures our attention right from the get-go, like sure after the intro, right into the verse 1 here. But also it really goes to show you Hayoung has such a one-of-a-kind vocal color as well as the other members. I gotta say, the kick drum snare work is done really well in this song. The subtle ticking of the hi-hats begin right here. Then there's this guitar that's more strummed and panned to our left side of our ears, whereas the hi-hats are more so on our right side. Withcha. But all that percussion work in the back is nice. It adds more depth to the song, more bite to the song. Musai. Love the electric bass guitar in the works, I feel like. Snare drum work. And then this moment I feel like was such a prominent part with Charang in verse 2 right away, right? Very subtle with it. I love the maturity that's provided in this song. And if anything I've learned from Apink, honestly, across the early days into these days and now, they've always kept their signature sound, but like ever so slightly over time matured their signature sound, and honestly has become a little bit slightly experimental here and there across their releases, like title track wise, B-side wise as well, which is something that I gotta appreciate. You guys gotta appreciate it as well, honestly. Like a beer. That's an interesting to put the bass in like that. Love the doubling behind Charang here. And then we get into this moment right here. Very subtle with it, with the tambourine in the back. I wonder the hey yeah is that a vocal loop? Is that a vocal loop by? I don't think it can. Is it from one of them, the members, or more so a vocal loop, like a kind of sampling? I feel like, or from one of the singer-songwriters that worked behind this song, I feel like.
That's right.
Yeah, honestly, all in all, like a very playful, fun, sweet song that is so beautiful in terms of its melody. Fun brass work on the final stretches of the song. Dun dun dun. Hear that at the end there. But wow, what a way to kick off this album review and first listen. But let's just dive into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled Me, Myself, and I have a really good feeling considering who's working behind the scenes on this particular song. The first individual that I'm familiar of is KZ. KZ has worked with Apink since the early days. The likes of I Need You, has worked on I Want You to Be Happy as well. Now with the likes of Me, Myself, and I, has worked with IZ*ONE in the past before, and their song Up, one of my favorite songs by IZ*ONE, and also the likes of Withcha. I could give an example such as Rewind. The list truly goes on with Withcha and other artists and idols out there. The next individual we have here that I'm familiar of is Kim Taehyung. Kim Taehyung has worked with a good amount of my favorite artists in the past before, the likes of Bandit, Chasarang's Picnic. I've covered that as of recently with their latest brilliant era in this year of 2023. Has worked with 17, with the likes of Pinwheel, and one of my top favorite songs by 17, Oh My. So I just feel like this song is gonna move me one way or other emotionally. So I'm gonna bring it up here, and of course, I gotta mention this before I do though. We have Charang on the lyrics solely. We love to see it hands-on in terms of this song, participating in it for the lyrics, but let's go. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, was I not wrong about moving ya emotionally? Time you make yourself. Charang. Ooh, the horns here. Ooh, the string work with Namju here during the pre-chorus. The build-up. Ooh. Oh me. Wow, the swirling of the strings there. Incredible, huh? Yes, Sunji. And no one can dream of. Ooh, verse 2 here. You're a fragrant flower. Wow, Hayoung. The vocal work is just spectacular in this. Get this pre-chorus every time. Sets up the chorus so well. There's the swirling of the strings again. Just take a step. I'll follow your steps someday. Wow. The lyrics in the song. Ooh, getting very sentimental with the strings. Whoa, what a change up. Yes, vote me. Give it to us, Sunji. No way they're bringing it back together now. There's no way to add in the strumming of the guitar here. If it wasn't clear enough, this is my favorite B-side so far on this 10th mini album. This song truly moves ya emotionally. I'm sorry, but not really sorry, guys. This is my favorite B-side, right? Something about Me, Myself, and I, just the overall message to it, the lyrics tied along to it, especially thanks to Charang in the works, made it extra super meaningful and special. Time and time again, whenever Apink drops an album, you just know there is that one special song that's gonna get to you from the inside and out. Like, sure, we already have a special song, right? I Want You to Be Happy as the final track on this mini album. But I feel like Me, Myself, and I, in a way, another way, is a special song as well. And it goes to show you they can always come through with at least one special song that's going to get to you quite emotionally and move you in a special way. So let me try to bring it up here again. And we're going to have to dive through it from the beginning because it was just that good. And I feel like I gotta identify more elements and instrumentations within it. I love like the muted like drum kit work. Then very rudimental with the snare drum kit work. And we have Hayoung kicking it off. I love how she sets the tone. Bit of plucks, bit of string plucks, horns. The time you make for yourself. The time you make yourself. Sometimes I'm so tired. I'm sure you didn't want to hear it. Wow, just like this pre-chorus every single time, like Namju, she delivers it in a way, like the vocal direction that's done in this way, it feels like going through like all the seasons in the year almost, you know what I'm trying? It's giving that type of feeling, but it's more so in a way like a lost child, stand still. Of course, there can be some loss in translation. It tenses up here, and then emotional release. It's so beautiful. This song's like truly being like about independence, you know, being strong in the moment. Woo! Just how Eunji pierces through the instrumentation is crazy. Verse 2. Love how the bass gets prominent here. Yeah. I'm just saying, this song's gonna be on the loop, right? It's just gonna be right there near my playlist of like the likes of Evergreen and other special songs by Apink that I consider are truly special and emotionally moving and really earnest with it in terms of the vocal delivery. Bit of strum in the back. You don't have to be perfect. That's how you live, just the way you are. What sucks is society is structured in a way that we always got to follow a certain kind of framework. How we should be online, what should we follow, and what's trending, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like in this way, like, of course it can be lost in translation. I say that a lot when it comes to these color-coded lyrics, and color-coded lyrics can be wrong. But I really love this line here, particularly here. You're getting through it. And if I would have to point out one member that really stood out to me the most, definitely Bomi within this song. How stable she is, how she sustained her notes throughout her moments in this song. It has powerful moments with her high notes. It's crazy. I love that additional layer, that's the soaring strings kind of moment there, just adds so much to the song. Sentimental strings, like, just with this bridge, and all we can do is hone in on the vocal work, which I appreciate a lot. Nothing too complex, nothing too intricate. Woo! The gentle strum in with Hayoung here and the Bomi. Yes. The song is so consoling in many ways too. I, me, myself, and I love how they bring it together. It's very fitting. Please work with KZ and Kim Taeyoung in the future again. Please. Woo. They gotta. There's no way. I need another one of these songs in the future by Apink. Charang though, always gotta give credit where credit is due. Coming through, writing the lyrics, participating behind the scenes in the works. But man, oh man, Bomi, way she extends her notes, or whether she hits her lower notes in the past before. Eunji just doing her thing. I really enjoyed Namju's moments in this as much as Hayoung's moments in this as well. There was a great moment by Charang as well. Like, what's there not to love for this particular track here? And I can most definitely see myself listening to this song pretty much every single day, here and there in the rotation. I've got to say, it's not like too emotional, gravitating to the point where I gotta rarely play it because it's too emotional, you know what I'm saying? So it has a nice pacing, tempo to it and such. The orchestral instrumentation is absolutely phenomenal. You gotta give it to everyone behind the scenes. But let's just dive into the final B-side, and then I'll wrap things up for this first listen and give my final thoughts per se. So let's just do that now. So this final B-side is titled Candy, and we have Namju in the works for the lyrics. We love to see the members being hands-on within their own music, and we know the final track, all the members participated for that special one-of-a-kind song. But I'm gonna bring up Candy here. Gonna have to familiarize with the others after this who participated in writing and making this song, but let's go. Ooh, what a quirky start. Some snare drum rolls. That's a nice groove, huh? Love the bass line. Oh, Chorong. I believe this has to be the pre-chorus. Aw. So sweet with the lyrics. Yeah, all in all, the definition of sweet, the song truly is embodying that. Okay, Namju. Pink Deep Sleep. Oh, I love that guitar work, the strumming there. Bit of woodblock work possibly in the back. Ooh, this breakdown. I gotta say, Eunji's really shining in this song, as well as Namju. Withcha. Kind of reminds me of the playfulness that we heard in Withcha a bit. Type of, oh, I'll pray every night. Wow, these lyrics though. Whoa! A snare drum work is getting playful with it more here. Ooh, it's getting a little bit more funky. Woo. Hey. Yeah, these lyrics, very memorable upon first listen, these English lines. Oh, wow. I think it's really neck and neck up there with Withcha in terms of what I prefer production, taste-wise, and, you know, I feel like the lyrics really stood out to me in this one clearly. Like, you could sense the lyric. Like, sure, like, Withcha, I gotta say, 153 Jumba's Lee Eunhwa did an incredible job for that particular song. But then Chanong, Me, Myself, and I, you could tell, you know, is very more so hands-on and obviously tailored. Kim Namju, though. Namju, I felt her presence in this with her lyrics, because you are my everyday, I'll pray you every night. Totally memorable, and you could have a nice groove, have a nice jive to the song. It's just that nice tempo, easy to listen to as well. I'm gonna actually dive back into it before we wrap up this first listen, actually, because there's actually a little bit to point out here in this song. So let me bring up, I think, this part. I just love the groove to it, but this pre-chorus is very dreamlike. I love how dreamy it is. But yeah, every time when Charang comes through with her moments, it's so beautiful. See what I'm saying about, like, Apink's, like, experimenting just a bit ever so slightly. I still think they are continuing to do so with their signature sound. You know, it's their signature sound meshed with, you know, new sides that we wouldn't expect or necessarily, you know, hear from them, but it just feels so refreshing here. Something in terms of this route by Apink. I loved this verse too a lot. Just Just the attitude from Namju, I love it so much. I want your pink deep sleep. Love the vocal layering in the song as well. Got a nice bass and rhythm guitar, I feel like. Now, you hear that background vocal work? So good. And it's very clear with Eunji. They bring it back here. It has that sing-alongable factor similar to Withcha, I gotta say. Not as playful in terms of the instrumentation, but it sticks. Yeah, nothing too intricate, very straight to the point. And sometimes it's just better to have music that's more so not as intricate, not intense with it in terms of the mood and attitude. I want ya. Woo. This is a moment by Eunji. We love to hear it. Yeah, definitely has that sing-alongable factor. What a way to wrap up this album, and I feel like it works when you go from something like Candy, but then into I Want You to Be Happy, their final special track on this 10th mini album. Low-key, I wish like the people behind the scenes really considered adding in another song for this 10th mini album. In a way, one may argue they could have just left out I Want You to Be Happy in its own lane and then add in, you know, another song. But hey, it works, I guess, you know, for the 10th mini album, and it can be fitting from Candy into that for the final track. But all in all, pretty solid mini album, I've got to say, from an objective standpoint, and as a Pink Panda, I gotta say. So which one's my favorite B-side? I think it's clear. Me, Myself, and I. It's just more so up my alley in terms of taste. Don't get me wrong. I feel like the production was really thought out of when it comes to Withcha. I feel like Withcha would take a little bit more time, you know, listening to. But yeah, Me, Myself, and I, so emotionally gravitating. It moves you in a special way, I gotta say. You gotta give it for Charang for the lyrics behind that. But if anything, I want to see KZ and Taeyang really work with Apink in the near future and in the future, because coming through with something special like that, and the certain nuances, the orchestral instrumentation with the soaring strings in moments, and the strings that were more so subtle, the added string layers were done so well, the horns and all. How everything played out, I think it was done in a beautiful kind of succession, I've got to say, right? So yeah, Candy, beautiful and sweet as a whole. You got to give it to Namju working behind the scenes on that particular song. So if I would have to lay out an order, clearly D&D is still number one, but B-side wise, it would go number one, Me, Myself, and I. Then I think I would have to give it to slightly more with Withcha, and then Candy, and then I feel like I Want You to Be Happy is in its own lane, if you know what I'm trying to say. So all in all, solid album. I wouldn't necessarily say, wow, I just goes far. I would be super biased, but from an objective standpoint as well, in the consideration of things and personal taste-wise in terms of genres of music and how everything played out here for all of these B-sides, I gotta give this a solid 8.5. I feel like it's gonna grow to a 9 with more streams and listens as a whole together as a 10th mini album, you know what I'm saying, including title track. But I do appreciate them having a comeback, given us a slapping banger of a title track that is super duper meaningful and consoling, and a great reminder to all of us in our lives, I got to say. But take care as always. This has been Garrison. Be sure to like and subscribe, as it helps out the channel always. It goes a long way, everyone, and just warms my heart connecting with y'all in the comment section down below. Take care until the next Apink related video and such, and peace.